Pop that.
Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Sweet Stripes. Right now you may be wondering, what is this new account that this weirdo has? Because it used to be Albert Einstein, but believe it or not, I've made a new account. It's called Elixir Trade, and I plan to do a series of noob to legendary, which is not 30,000, what am I saying? 3,800 trophies, and I'm also debating doing a tutorial on the basics of Clash. So if you guys have any suggestions, reply in the comments below, and I'll be sure to look at them. And the interesting thing is, in the first few moments of the game, you do the trainer matches. And after those trainer matches, you get an epic. And Prince and Witch is probably one of the most OP cards starting in the game, and I am lucky enough to receive it. Right now I'm doing a Giant Prince with support units and Splash to take out the swarms. So, without further ado, let's jump to a battle. Take Shirix. Okay, cool name, man. I want to say my bomber because he's good at melee, musketeer, spell resistant, and versatile. I might have done Giant, but I wanted to play safe and do Knight. I'm going to do Bomber so it can eradicate those skeletons, and then Giant to tank. This Giant is probably going to have like 1/4 of HP to survive. Oh, no. The thing that makes Prince so OP in this game early on is that since he's level 1 epic, which is pretty OP in the early arenas, since like starting cards are pretty low leveled, he is just really tanky and can slice the tower super fast. I'll play a Giant in the back, Knight, and see what he does. For some reason, this guy is like pretty non-responsive. Weird. It's gonna be value fireball. I'm gonna wait for him to put another troop. That skeleton wave got Charging Prince will be able to wipe out that mini P.E.K.K.A. That was super close, guys. Musketeer gets some hits on.
Turn the light on.
Don't mind the weird background noise, guys. Good counter push here. Force him to put Elixir in the lane that he wants to not put it in, I don't think, because there's a Giant Bomber push coming down his lane. The problem was that the Prince just kept on getting good value, and I wasn't able to protect as I should have. Make it a little bit cheaper, a little bit more melee and distraction. Let's hop into another one. And guys, pretty soon when I reach level 3, I'm gonna possibly either join a clan or make a clan. So just heads up if you want to become one of those people who can be in the Sweet Stripes. I think this might work. Yeah, it is. That was sweet. Just to get value on those archers to force them to put a unit behind to kill the archers or suffer. That's why I put Giant in front. And these low health troops are getting good value. And I get the tower. I'm gonna opposite lane push. Prince Goblins. I don't care if he has melee, like Swarm, like Scar me, because then I'm just gonna defensive. Whatchamacallit? Bomber. And as you can see, top left center, the prince is just hacking away at the tower. And the king's tower does like barely any damage anyway, so this is going to be all she wrote for this guy pretty soon. Just a giant pushing, giant with fireball. Nothing you can do really to stop it. He doesn't have any buildings. Yeah, GG. And he misses the fireball. Well, that's what you get with lower level player in this arena. I like the name though, with the scout elixir trade. It's pretty savvy too. And it's not too long or complicated. Musketeer. And then goblins. Because they're cheap elixir and I want to use as little as possible. I missed the knight, but my bad. I like Valkyrie. I'm gonna let those goblins chip so I can save up elixir for another giant push. Since I have more damage in this lane, I'm just gonna push in that lane also. I really don't want to put Prince because it's a heavy investment card and is great against the giant in the other lane if he decides to push the other lane. Since I put 5 elixir down this lane, but I'm gonna have to, since his DPS, Prince is the best DPS I had in my rotation at the moment. Giant, just because he has good swarm cards, like see over there the spirit goblins was able to kill, and I'm just gonna keep it where it is, not do any more attacks as of now, and I'm gonna save my prince. One archer will be able to take care of those goblins. Notice this guy has higher level commons at least. I'm gonna keep that knight alive, just so it'll force him to put a unit that will probably cost a lot of elixir to kill it, and then my giant will be able to tank and spank. Try Zemite, those spirit goblins aren't doing anything. Pretty cool to see that level 1 thing, because it's just 1 digit. And have a ton of melee, so this guy is not going anywhere. And later on, I'm going to put another spell in the other arenas, just because Skarmy is so prevalent. Because I just want to kill it outright. Good game, well played, good luck, and thumbs up. As you can see, Prince is this is just a testament of how good it is. In the later arenas, though, it's not that great because it can be clogged up by other troops that are cheap and will get good value on it, such as Tombstone, Skarmy, Minion Horde, Ice Spirit. I don't know if that's the best example, but I don't want that knight to be whacking on my prince, because I want it for the counterattack. And I don't think the knight will die. It's good. Archers, just because I want those annoying skeletons removed. He tries to protect the witch, but to no avail. I'm going to do a giant goblin push. I'm going to put giant here to tank, and then goblins rep. Actually, I'm going to do goblins in front. It's not like they're ever going to make it to the tower anyways. Musketeer snipe. I'm going to say my bomber just because melee is so valuable. And now I'm going to put bomber, because he's going to want a diversionary troop against the prince charge. But he's letting the damage rack on, and it's going to be near dead or dead. Yeah. Good game. Crying face. It was frustrating when I had other accounts and I didn't have the prince in my own account, because the prince just slaughtered every push I put together, which is practically near the only thing that's good at this level against the prince. Because arrows players aren't the greatest at using spells this early on in the game. That was a misdrag. I was gonna press goblins, I think. But giant to tank some archers can kill the musketeer. Whatever, I'll let it go. I didn't want to place the knight like close up, because then musketeer would have made it so that the prince would have gotten hanged up on her, and then the bomber would have been able to just snipe it out and get lots of damage on it. So I wanted the knight to both possibly tank for the musketeer if it was low health, and I'm just gonna let that go because I don't want to waste a fireball. He might have a counterattack. Never mind. So I haven't used goblins yet. I'm gonna do that. And then knight. Phew, that was pretty close. This is gonna be pretty intimidating of a push for him to put together, and it takes the tower. It's pretty aggressive, but I'm just gonna go giant and prince because he doesn't have any really hurtful swarm cards that are gonna kill the prince. Tower at this level has just so little HP that it's done. That lance bee's popping the towers all the time. I love it. MVP prince. Split goblins if I can. Yeah. And then the archers will be able to go into other lane to support, and I'm going to tank for that musketeer. Bomber to kill any swarm units he tries to put behind the prince. Another one. Sorry guys, it's not that strategic right now, but I'm going to try to push as best as I can through the arenas as quickly as I can. I'm just gonna do a other version that's pretty cheap, just based on 2 mini tanks that can, actually 3 mini tanks that can smash through the defenses and overwhelm the opponent. Level 4. Gotta be kidding me. Sprue goblins don't usually even get chip damage on the tower. Like, they do usually, actually. My bad. That was contradictory, but that was value. It's going to be pretty troublesome for me because I only have fireball. And that's the thing I was worrying about when I took out arrows, but it's a risk you have to take when you're doing these many troops. He already used fireball, so it's safe to put down muskie. And Prince's charge will be able to take that out quick. And he hits the king's tower, so now the king will be activated, offering me a better sense of DPS, and I can even afford more hits on my tower and save some elixir that way. Put mini P.E.K.K.A, and then he's going to probably put another troop or keep it that way since he thinks it'll be good for him, but then I'm going to put archers. See, he fireballed thinking that I was only going to put mini P.E.K.K.A, but it wasn't the case. Since he did that, I'm going to put knight to tank and archers to spank and prince to whack. In hindsight, it might have been better to push for the King's Tower since I already had a lot of damage on it, but either here nor there since I already have a good amount of damage. Spear Goblins should counter it. Never mind. Do this so he can't fireball and get damage on the tower. And now's the time to put my units out. Could have been arrowed. Mini packages got. So I did a good amount of battles there, and I'll show you the log. Did get one loss, and that was pretty much all on me. Pretty successful though. Successful wins right now. Keep doing what you're doing. See you in the next video. Keep on clashing on. And quick side note, lightning is really good in the 1000 to 0 to 1000 trophies area, particularly because you want to kill the witch as fast as possible because your spawn is skeletons and ability to survive a fireball, even because level 1 witches are great against somewhat upgraded fireballs anyways, so it's pretty important to carry lightning if you can carry it by unlocking it. And see you in the next vid, folks.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love